Good evening, friends. My name is Terra Shadows here with episode number 67 of Terra Talks Shop. Without further ado, I do not have a supporter creator code, so if you would like, you can use the code on screen. That is code RAGEQUITGOD. You could also use code QUANTUMCAMPER. That is code QUANTUMCAMPER. You could also use code BIGCRAIGD. That is code BIGCRAIGD. Or you could also use code HAPPYHAPPYGAL. That is code HAPPYHAPPYGAL. Without further ado, let's get into the Fortnite item shop. Off the top here, the new 28 Days Later bundle, just a pickaxe and back bling. This is from that zombie horror slash thriller movie. So we have the Verta Basher, excuse me, it's reactive. We'll try this out here. So you can see it lights up there on the helmet. It's got like a... It's kind of got like a sound that you're swinging and beating a skeleton, except it's just a skull and the spine. But you get the drift. You get what you get the gist. Yeah. And then of course we have the biohazard back bling with that really sick reactivity. I can't lie, it actually does kind of look sick on Jinx. I still can't get over that I finally have this skin. Like, Jesus, I waited so long. Anyhow, the really cool reactivity. This rotates out January 22nd. Good Lord. All right. Now, this is going to be the only time I'm going to acknowledge this, but the Doot Doot 67 emote has returned on episode number 67. You can't make this shit up. I wish I was, but I'm not. You can see it right here. Doot Doot 67 has returned on episode 67 of Terra Talk Shop, and that is going to be the only time I acknowledge that. Moving on, we have the new Assumptions emote, Doot Doot 67, California Love, The Renegade, Java Switchway, Beautiful Things, TV Off, and Like Jenny rotate out January 15th. Of course, the South Park Gonna Have Myself a Time bundle still here, rotates out February 5th, so we got a while till those rotate out, so you have time. Towelly also. Here's another example of shock dropping, true shock dropping, okay? So I mentioned about epic shock dropping things, and ironically there is other stuff that I have to talk about towards the end of the video, but that kind of shock drop is, they don't mention it before, and then like sometime when it's close to releasing, leakers will be like, oh, it's dropping, like 28 years later. As a matter of fact, 28 years later is the perfect example of what they were doing for shock drops before, which was they said nothing about it until it was it was basically released. Like, what was it? I think like it started as a rumor, and then by like, it was yesterday. Yeah, it's like in a day or two after the rumor dropped, it was confirmed, and now here it is. So, like, that was the original version of a shock. That's like the shock drop that we've been getting, and the shock drop that I'm going to explain later. It's not much of a shock drop. This, however, is a true shock drop. The Dumb Ways to Die bundle was not mentioned by Epic at all. So was the Among Us bundle, because they did the same thing with the Among Us bundle. Epic did not mention a word of it. It's not in any of the this week in the Fortnite item shop videos. Nothing. So this is a legit shock drop here. Dumb Ways to Die. Same for Among Us. So we have the Dumb Ways to Die. Another simple. We just have botch. So we have the regular, like 3D style, and then you have the toon style. So if you wanted the toon version from the game, like the actual version from the game, you could have this toon edit style, or you could have something that better matches the 3D art style of the game. So, and then this is damage reactive too, which is really neat. So if you start taking damage, you start getting, wait for it, yeah, see, you start getting those buttons as like damage or whatever, and then, right, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Then of course we have the Dumb Ways to Die, so many dumb ways to die. It's actually cool that those are actually like the Basher unicorn. That's a dummy anvil. I don't know what that bomb might be associated with, something I can't think of what, but they have the Basher. Like, yeah. somebody's pickaxe. The Bash's pickaxe, I think, has those or something. One of those. There's a pickaxe with those llama heads. You know what I'm talking about. This rotates out January 15th. Repo rotates out January 14th. The Spike sidekick has returned. I went over it in like the first time it came out, so I'm not going over it again. We have the Duke skin, that weird skin that I was telling you was going to come back because... Oh, he's got a piercing. I didn't even notice that before. Yeah. The Doberman skin that I was talking about that was going to come back with this. And then, of course... And then also... excuse me. Lord. Also shock dropped Flopsticks. Flopsticks was not part of this week either. This week in the Fortnite item shop either. Spike was. Flopsticks wasn't. So Flopsticks is also another shock drop. And of course we have Fish Stick. I've been on and off thinking about buying Fish Stick for the longest time. I'm just not a big fan of Fish Stick in general, really. But Fish Stick is like... is like one of the main memes of Fortnite. Like one of the first memes of Fortnite. Like this mofo is always getting himself in trouble. So, and then of course I also watch Warboy Wonder and I Am Banned, aka Anthony, also uses this skin. So that's another reason why I've been thinking about buying Fish Stick. I don't know. We shall see. And then he comes with the saltwater satchel backbling, excuse me. That's the whole reason why I bought Lord, what's his name? Polyfeather something. The bird, the red bird, I bought it because that's Warboy Wonder's main. That rotates out the 19th. The Cuddle Clompers, Sid, Power Cord, and Cuddle Team Leader rotate out the 14th. And then from Windosaurus down to Absolute Zero rotates out January 16th. Brock and Amari rotate out January 15th. The Undertaker and Cody Rhodes rotate out January 14th. The Crocs Classic Clog Pink Milk. God, these Crocs keep coming the hell back, man. Like, these are like the #1 pair of Crocs that come back so many times. I can't tell you. They were literally just here, I swear. The Crocs Classic Clog Pink Milk. I swear we're just here recently. This and the slipper, pink slipper version. You know what I'm talking about. The Crocs Classic Crafted Clog Aloe. The Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Defiant Coacher? Jesus. I don't know if I said that right or not. Probably butchered the shit out of it. Same for this. I'm going to butcher the shit out of this too. Adidas Adizero Aruku Red. Jesus. That all rotates out the 15th. Shifu, this skin right here, along with this back bling, Kunai Shield. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure I said this in an item shop video before, but this would have been the perfect bootleg Woo skin for Ninjago, but he's coming sometime in the year anyway. So the real Woo is coming, I mean, as a skin. So you really don't need this, but yeah, this would have been a perfect bootleg Woo skin, especially with that back bling. But we have the real one coming, so no need. Bash, as I was saying, the pickaxe is in here though, but we have the Hero, of course, Militia Glow, and Dark. Bash is another one of those skins that keeps coming back a lot for some reason recently. The Llamacorn Shield, Militia, and then the Dark version of that. I do want to get the Cuddle Team Leader version of this. I cannot remember her name to save my life at the moment. Raffles, isn't it? Raffles or something like that? Can't remember. The Sleuth skin, which, you know, it's just another version of like a Detective Jonesy, but it's not actually, you know, Jonesy. It's a reskin of Jonesy, but it's not Jonesy. It's Sleuth. You see, there's a difference. This actually isn't Jonesy. It's Sleuth. Especially considering he has brunette hair and he's not blonde like Jonesy. This is Sleuth. Anyway. And then the evidence bag. Sleuth's come back too, which I found interesting because he was here not that long ago, and then the female version came too. So I wonder if the female version of him's coming back too. It's a good question. This is really good Jonesy reskin though, if you're a fan of Jonesy. The Daydream emote. the Burning Blades pickaxe, which belongs, which I can't show you, but it belongs to Malice. It's so funny, every time I own something, I just can't show it to you on a skin because I own it. I wish that wasn't a problem. The Disruptor kit's back. Again, the Hope drum kit. I've been meaning to pick it up solely because it's, well, that's actually, that's, Detective Jonesy? Agent Jonesy? What the hell is his name? Vengeance Jones. Never mind. Vengeance Jones. That's what I've been trying to say. Vengeance Jones. This is Vengeance Jones. Drum kit. And then this is Hope's. So this is kind of like another version of Vengeance Jones, except it's not Jonesy, it's Sleuth. We have the Sticky Situation emote. Cool. General Banshee. I think this is just one of the older default versions of Banshee. Green Eagle with the Devotion Diver edit style. Very cool. Very cool glider. I'll tell you for sure. Yep, Chapter 3, Season 2. I believe this is a Chapter 3, Season 2 default. So, yeah. I think that's how that works anyway. The Hard Charger skin, no back bling. Scoundrel with the Bumble edit style. Bumblebee. The Strong Box. The only way to get a safe is a back bling, which is kind of cool. And then the Ground Pound emote. Bought that a while ago because I didn't really have a Batman emote. The Galaxy Pack, Galaxy Grappler Bundle, and Hazy Dream Beats Bundle rotates out January 14th. Aerial Assault 1, Aerial Assault Trooper, Renegade Raider, and Raider's Revenge rotate out January 31st. And of course, we have the lovely, lovely jam tracks. I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys, Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, Single Soon by Selena Gomez, Dancing in the Flames by The Weeknd, What's My Age Again by Blink-182, Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO featuring Lauren Bennett and Goon Rock. Crazy. Take On Me by Aha, Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, Emo Girl by MGK featuring Willow, Therefore I Am by Billie Eilish, Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat, and The Boy Is Mine by Ariana Grande rotate out next item shop rotation. The BMW M240i bundle rotates out January 14th. The Void Burn bundle rotates out next item shop rotation. The Defender D7XR bundle rotates out January 16th. We have the Friction Trail, the Fastinista wheels, and the Dark Fire Boost. They rotate out January 16th as well. Lisa rotates out February 4th. And then, of course, we have the special bundle, special offers and bundles, and then Fortnite Crew and Passes. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure those Frost packs that were here were supposed to be here until January 16th, and yet for some reason they left early. Don't know why. Unless they changed it and I never noticed, but I swear I showed you on one of those videos, one of the most recent item shop videos, those were supposed to leave January 16th, and they left early. At least I think so. Let's see. Next, we have Monday. Thursday, duh, I knew that. Thursday, January 15th, we are getting the, well, allegedly, okay, it's been confirmed by Fortnite. It just hasn't been confirmed when they're being released, although it's been said by leakers when it's going to be released. So we're kind of going off truth, but we don't exactly know if it's dropping the actual 15th or not. I'm assuming it's going to drop the 15th, though, because the collab has been confirmed. So, January 15th is going to be the release of Adventure Time Wave 2, Fiona, Cake, and Lemon Grab. So that, and maybe we're getting Ice King. We don't know for sure. It has not been confirmed yet or not. Or it's not been confirmed yet, is what I'm saying. So yeah, that will be for Thursday, and then Friday, January 16th, is the Kazuna AI bundle, and then Wednesday, January 21st, is the Darkfire and Deep Freeze pack return. So, yeah, that's another one of those, like, shock drop things that I was talking about, is Adventure Time Wave 2, because they were not added, or as far as as far as people saw, when looking through the files, Adventure Time wasn't anywhere in the files. And they weren't part of the This Week in Fortnite video, or in the Fortnite item shop video. So they're basically just shock dropping this. And they could do that too, because they did it with Danny Phantom. I don't know what the hell they do. I don't know if they like put it in a different spot so leakers can't find it and then they shock drop it like Danny Phantom, or what. Danny Phantom's another one of those perfect examples where it was kind of a shock drop, except it was leaked and then it appeared in the, or I guess it appeared in the This Week in Fortnite, I think is where it appeared first, actually. I thought it leaked first, then it appeared in This Week. I can't remember exactly, but something along those lines. Anyway. So yeah, Thursday, January 15th, Fiona, Cake, Lemon Grab, and possibly Ice King, we don't know. Friday, January 16th is Kazuna AI, and then Wednesday, January 21st is Darkfire and Deep Freeze packs returning. So unless there's going to be any other shock drops, that is all for now. Which I think is going to be about it. I don't think they're going to drop anything else. I think that's all they're going to drop until the 22nd. Because, yeah, I just don't think they're going to drop anything else. I think it's just going to be Fiona, Cake, Lemon Grab, and possibly Ice King, Kazuna AI, and then they're going to return Darkfire and Deep Freeze and call it a week. And then after the 22nd is when we should start seeing some other big collabs, i.e. regular show, hopefully. Hopefully we also get a frickin' Gunther sidekick for Wave 2. But we shall see. Anyway, that has been Terra Talk Shop, episode number 67. Comment, like, subscribe, and to everybody out there... Oh, sorry, I'm butchering my ending here. Jesus, my outro. So that has been Terra Talk Shop, episode number 67. If you would like, please click the bell icon down below so you can keep up to date with my daily item shop videos. Comment, like, subscribe, and to everybody out there, have a nice day. See, that's the proper outro.